In this video, I'm going to show you the exact content system that I am using to passively make an extra $152,000 per month for one of my businesses. If you are an infopreneur, coach, digital entrepreneur, or consultant, my promise is that by the end of this video, you will know how to do the exact same thing. So let's just jump right into it. If you are an infopreneur, coach, consultant, you should be making at least an extra $10,000 to an extra $1 million per month by posting videos on this platform, YouTube. And these numbers might sound high, but they are real. And if you're in the space, you already see people doing this all the time. All of the most successful entrepreneurs in the digital space are biggest on YouTube. And if you don't believe me, here's a screenshot of a single video scripted by my business partner, Marius, that has collected over $4.6 million for a client. And better yet, here's a second YouTube channel that I literally just started 1 month ago that has already collected me an extra $72,000 for my business in the last 2 weeks alone. Plus, if you already have an offer, if you have an existing customer base or audience, what I'm about to show you is going to be even easier. But here's the problem. Most people look at guys like Iman, somebody who I'm sure almost everybody watching this video watches because he's the biggest digital entrepreneur on YouTube. Most people look at guys like that and think that you need to have this massive YouTube channel with 6 million subscribers if you want to make extra money for your business on YouTube. And truth be told, if you want to do that and go the huge high production route, we can help you get there, but there's an even easier way to do that. You don't actually have to do this. And what frustrates me the most is all of these entrepreneurs look at this huge YouTube channel with a massive content team, think it's too difficult, so they don't even try to grow their business with YouTube. Meanwhile, the people who understand this platform are lapping every other class of online entrepreneur. And it's all because of one little known reason that makes YouTube so much more profitable than any other platform when it comes to growing your business and acquiring customers, which is the fact that the dollar per view on YouTube is so much higher than any other platform. As in, the amount of money that you can get from somebody with your offer, not just ads, right? From your offer is 40 to 500 times greater than what you would get on TikTok and at least 20 times more than Instagram. You are literally making as much as 500 more times the amount of money from YouTube views than you are on a platform like TikTok. And a lot of you guys watching this video have probably had this experience, the same one that I have, where you go pay some content agency or you make your own content on short form for TikTok or Instagram. You attract this massive big audience, get a bunch of views, and for some reason it converts to almost no new money for your business. This is true of almost every single short form platform. As a matter of fact, I was going viral on Instagram constantly with my offer stuck at just $30,000 per month. And then as soon as I cracked the platform of YouTube, what I found out is you can actually have a small audience and not get that many views and still make a ton of money. And that's why you see tiny channels like this one that get just a few thousand views make hundreds of thousands, if not millions per month in extra revenue. And if you don't believe me, I could show you literally dozens of channels that are either clients of mine or friends of mine doing this in real time. You can look at my friend Colin Yurkison's channel, understand that this is a YouTube channel that he started literally 1 month ago. He's getting only between about 500 and 2,000 to 3,000 views per video, with a few that have gotten a lot more. They're these basic simple Loom videos, and Colin has collected over $120,000 in the past 30 days for his offer with this YouTube channel alone, spending a few hours per week making these videos. You could even look at the channel that I'm posting this on. Look how small it is and understand that this channel is pacing to collect me 6 figures this month. But why is YouTube so powerful and why does this work so well? Well, there's 3 core reasons. The first of which is that your customers require more touch points than they literally ever have. In the past 10 years, the amount that your customers have to see you in order to buy something from you has increased by 16,000% if you are selling B2C. And that's really well exemplified by Google's 7-11-4 rule, which effectively says that somebody has to consume 11 hours of your content in order to fully know, like, and trust you and want to buy from you. So just sit here for a second and ask yourself, is it easier to get somebody to that 11-hour mark where they want to buy from me by them watching 30-second TikToks and Instagram shorts, or by watching actual long-form YouTube videos of mine that they are actively searching for while already being problem aware, right? And this is the case, by the way, because we are in a trust recession. Everybody has a Lambo these days, posting Instagram reels. They all claim to know the secret sauce. And back in the day, we lived in a more trustworthy society, but now trust is completely evaporated amongst your customers. So now people need to spend way more time with you in order to have the degree of trust that's required to actually buy from you. And frankly, seeing some dancing monkey on short form isn't going to inspire nearly the same level of trust that YouTube can. So imagine how much more money you could be collecting if you were able to change someone's belief system to buy into your solution with long form content. And think about how much more money you could be making if you could convert more than just that lowest hanging fruit with short form content. And the reason why YouTube is so good for doing just that is because it allows you to form what is called parasocial relationships with your consumers. Because the consumer brain literally cannot tell the difference between real life and YouTube. That sounds insane, right? But our brains did not evolve with computers watching people yell at us like I am doing to you right now. And that's why when their brain sees a face, hears a voice, sees your facial expressions on the platform of YouTube, it triggers the same neural processes as it would if they were with a friend building trust. And the key here is that it takes time to build trust. And that's why YouTube is different. Because when somebody watches you for hours per month, their brain now thinks that they know you. Literally, like it literally releases the trust hormone, oxytocin, and uses the brain's temporal parietal junction system to gauge social cues exactly how their brain would treat a friend. And it makes them want to buy from you so much more than any other platform. But even more important than that, honestly, is the fact that YouTube just gets you the most qualified traffic. I have on screen here a screenshot of a video that I posted over a year ago that is still constantly getting views every single day, bringing me new customers for one of my businesses every single day. And as you can see, almost half of the traffic on this video is coming from YouTube search traffic, because YouTube is the only place where people go actively searching for a solution. All these other platforms are brain rot, but on YouTube, you find problem aware, ready to buy people who are ready to be presented your solution. So think about how different that state of mind is to someone who just finds you on short form where they're just casually scrolling through brain rot. Also, as an aside, guys, I've gotten paid $10,000 from YouTube in AdSense for this video, which means that my cost of acquisition for these customers is literally negative. Like I'm getting paid to get views from people who then go buy my product. So this is like the opposite of running ads and just burning money away trying to find winning creatives. It's so much better in that way. But if all of this is the case and YouTube is so awesome, why isn't everyone just ripping on YouTube and crushing it? There's really like 4 key reasons. The first of which is that most people just suck at packaging. Creating good titles and thumbnails on YouTube is the difference between this video trending towards 1 million views versus being stuck at 100 views on this platform. And most people think that they can just throw together a title and thumbnail, and as long as the video is good and educational, that video will convert and get a bunch of views. That is not the case. Second of all, nobody understands how to properly tell stories. Now, if you're a digital entrepreneur, marketer, you already know that stories are the single most powerful way to convert customers to actually buy something from you. Stories are what build the trust, and people are evolutionarily designed to be attracted to storytelling. A good story has the power to shift how you view the world, which means that YouTube gives you a way to actually convince someone, unlike any other platform, that your solution works if they weren't even aware of it before. But most people don't understand how to effectively do this, and they're just getting on camera, blurting out information at their viewers. People are going to click off. They're not even going to watch past the first minute. Okay. Third of all, people do not understand how to properly hire and build a team for YouTube, editors and thumbnail designers. For example, most thumbnail designers that you'll go hire online, if you don't know what you're doing, don't know that a good thumbnail should complement the title instead of just reiterating the same thing. I see people making this mistake all the time. Second of all, most video editors you could hire don't know that over editing is just as harmful as under editing. So a lot of people go out here and waste a bunch of money building these big YouTube teams thinking they're going to be the next coming of Iman Gadzhi with these fancy setups, and they get no views and they just waste a bunch of money and their videos suck because they don't understand how to properly build teams. And fourth of all, people don't understand how to actually construct an overall channel strategy. A lot of people don't realize that YouTube is the most efficient sales funnel in the world. They don't even realize that it is a sales funnel. And that means that your videos don't all serve the same purpose. They serve different purposes. Some are top of funnel, some are middle of funnel, some are bottom of funnel, and they all need to be optimized for each step of that funnel. But if you can do all this right, you can absolutely rip on YouTube and do what I am doing, which is make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, even with a brand new channel. And of course, if you have an existing YouTube channel, even better. So how do we do this? Well, most people overcomplicate YouTube, right? We're not trying to be the next Mr. Beast. We're not even trying to entertain people, because if your videos are too entertaining, too highly edited, the thumbnail is, too polished, all of that will actually work against you. And most people don't understand this, but that's because we don't want entertainment viewers. That's why I'm not posting vlogs on this channel. We want solution seekers if we want to make money. So how do you attract those people? People that actually want to buy from you? Well, you can just book a call beneath this video to see if you're a good fit for me and my business partner, Marius, to literally just come into your business and give you the exact same YouTube strategy that we have used to generate over 50 million views and collect over $25 million on this platform. End-to-end, fully handled channel for you. And it is me on all these calls, by the way, guys. You're not getting pushed to some setter. You can literally click the link below and see that it's directly to my calendar. But if you want to try and do it yourself, here's the steps that I would follow. The first of which is to just study the best packaging or the best titles and thumbnails that are winning on YouTube right now. I put right now because this changes literally on a weekly basis, and I'll just show you how to literally do that. First things first, you're just going to go to YouTube and you're going to make sure you have a browser extension called vidIQ installed, which is going to pop up these little numbers underneath videos, which are called an outlier score. This just means the multiple by which that video is outperforming or doing better than most videos on that channel. Then, because you are an entrepreneur, coach, or consultant, you're going to be getting recommended videos in the general business niche. You're going to start scrolling through YouTube until you start finding videos that have massive outlier scores. Let me see if I can get one here. Okay, cool. Here's a video from TJR. Some of you guys probably all watched, called Plus $1 Million from One Simple Strategy. That's not a massive outlier score, so that's not the best example, but I would go ahead and add that to a playlist that I'm going to revisit later when it comes time to actually make these videos. I'll go save the playlist and I'll add it to my outlier list. Now, you might say that and think, well, oh, dude, I don't have a trading offer. That's not relevant to me. It still is. You can take outliers from any niche and make them relevant to your offer. I'll show you how. Ideally, we want to find ones on actually small channels that are breaking out and getting a lot of views. Let me keep scrolling here. What happened to my algo? Okay, here we go. This one is a 3x outlier, 0 to 67K in 10 days. Please just copy me on some small guy's channel. I've never heard of this guy before. I'll click into his channel. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can see this dude has a tiny YouTube channel, but this video was able to break out to get almost 10,000 views. So I would save that and add it. And the whole reason why we're doing this, guys, is because when it comes time to film these videos, we're going to revisit this and basically just steal these titles and thumbnails for our own video. But the biggest keys here when it comes to packaging are the titles need to be actionable. The thumbnails need to be complementary. And you need to use proven concepts that are already working on other channels like I just showed you. So when it comes to actionable titles and thumbnails that are complementary, for example, this video will likely be called something like make $152,000 per month on autopilot as an infopreneur. That's very actionable. And then the thumbnail, instead of just repeating that, will probably just be showing my WAP dashboard, proving to you that I'm actually making that much money. We'll touch back on this later though, because before you actually make the videos, you have to figure out what I call your customer's chain of beliefs. And this means that before you turn your camera on and create anything, you ask yourself, what series of beliefs would someone who stumbled across my video, who has never seen me before, need to have in order to end up buying from me? And just give you an extremely simple example, I'll tell you how I did that for this video. So obviously I am selling a YouTube agency and consulting service. So what are the chain of beliefs that somebody who has never seen me before would have to go through in order to want to buy from me? Well, first of all, they have to start to believe that they can grow their business with YouTube. Second of all, they would need to believe that YouTube is the best way to grow their business. And then third of all, they would need to believe that I am qualified to help them grow their business with YouTube. So if you think about those beliefs that I just listed out and you go back towards the beginning of this video, you will see that the first thing that I did was show them proof that they can grow their business with YouTube. Then I made a convincing argument that YouTube is the best way by showing things like how much more qualified your customers are. Then I began talking about myself to show them that I am qualified to help them grow their business with YouTube. So all you have to do is really list out the chain of beliefs that they need to have and then structure the video that you were creating around convincing them to have those beliefs. It's really not rocket science. And once you've done that and it's time to actually make the video, you want to keep it very, very simple. And the reason for that is if you don't need an editor or thumbnail designer because you're making videos like this, there is significantly less margin for error and wasted cash. You're not going to spend a bunch of money on a team that gets you no views, get discouraged, and quit YouTube before it actually crushes for your business, which is what happens to most people. So what do? Well, you go back into that outlier list I told you to compile earlier, pick a title that you like and change it to your business. In my case, I like this outlier on Iman's second channel, this title right here, my content system to passively sell, So I'll probably just be taking this title for this video and changing it to be about growing with my content system. And then when it comes to actually making the video, here are all the most important things that you need to do. A, you need to have a simple hook that matches the promise that you are offering your clients. So for example, the promise that I'm offering all of you guys is to grow your business significantly with simple YouTube videos. So the hook of this video is literally just showing you guys that I have grown a large business with the platform of YouTube and showing you my payment processor so you know that I'm not lying. And this is less than 30 seconds long. You then want to make a very clear promise, just like I did. By the end of this video, you will know Let's get right into it. Exactly what I did in this video, and it works. Third, the body of your video is just walking through your customer's chain of beliefs like I just told you and proved to you that I am literally doing in this video. Fourth, you want to CTA lightly in the first 90 seconds and then again halfway through. What that means is that right after the promise, but before you get into the actual video, you can say something very gently like, by the way, if you just want to work with me one-on-one or whatever your business is, you can book a call below or whatever your funnel is, but let's get into it. Like keep it very quick. And then about halfway through your video, you can CTA much harder the way that I did in this video where I like really pitched you. The reason for that is that by the time somebody has watched half of your video, they are very likely to actually sit through you pitching them. But if you try and do it at the very start, they're just going to click off because people can smell that shit from a mile away. Fourth, just record the video and edit it on Loom, which is the free browser extension that I'm using right now for this video. Or if you want to get even more fancy, just download OBS. It's an extremely simple software that allows you to, use your camera and capture your screen. You can just edit it in CapCut or iMovie or Final Cut if you're fancy, whatever it is that you want to do, and then just upload it directly to YouTube. And then for the thumbnail, just like the title, you just got to copy thumbnails that are already doing well. So the thumbnail for this video will likely be my face in the corner and then a picture of my payment processor with the number circled with an arrow towards it or something like that, because I just see a bunch of outliers with thumbnails looking like that are doing very, very well. And with all of that, the most important rule about titles and thumbnails is that they should not give everything away. You have to evoke curiosity. So for example, if this video was titled about how you can make an extra $152,000 a month with a simple content system, and there's proof in the thumbnail that I'm actually doing that, it's evoking a lot of curiosity with people that want to click on the video and be like, oh, what is the content system? And I see people messing this up all the time where they just give away the whole point of the video in the title. Do not do that. And then once you've evoked enough curiosity to make somebody actually click on your video, you have to make sure that they are immediately reassured that the video is what they thought it is. If this was titled something about growing your business with a simple content system, and then you guys clicked on it and it was me juggling beach balls in Peru telling you that I was, going to hike a volcano today, you would be like, this is not at all what it was titled. You click off immediately, the video would do terrible, right? Second of all, they actually need to have their expectations exceeded. So if you go to the beginning of this video, it was titled about making an extra $162,000, but within the first minute, I showed you that it's actually possible to collect over $4 million with a single YouTube video. So now you want to watch even more. And third of all, you need to let them know that they have to watch the whole video to the end to get full value. This can be a simple verbal cue. Don't overdo this and try and constantly be like, make sure you watch to the end because I'm going to reveal the last most important secret. But I gave a simple verbal cue that if you watch this entire video, which is the truth, you will actually know how to do this. And constructing mural boards is also very good for this, because whenever people see that there's this whole giant mural board that you've made, but they can only see the beginning of it, it's like subconsciously telling them that if they wait and continue down the path of this video, that eventually they're going to get the reward of being fully educated on the solution that they came to get. Because again, understand, you can just speak directly to people's problems on YouTube YouTube because they are specifically watching this video because they already have a problem that they want to solve. And outside of that, guys, a few other notes to keep in mind if you want to grow your business with YouTube. First of all, high ticket call funnels in the description are the best. It is so easy to just push directly to a sales calendar for your offer, whether it's you or closers taking the call. If you look beneath this video, you can click in and funnel hack me. You can see that it's just a simple application straight to book a call on my calendar. And then I'm just taking all those calls. That's not a hard and fast rule. The business that I showed you at the beginning of this video is actually a low ticket offer that is $150 per month. That does well though, because I'm actually quite big on YouTube and I have 200,000 subs on my main channel and I understand how to get a lot of views, but it is still possible. Second of all, remember that video number one is not going to make you like millions of dollars. And again, this frustrates me to no end because people will go post one video on YouTube and not immediately book 1 million calls and make $1 trillion. And they're like, this is too hard. Meanwhile, it is literally the easiest, laziest, and simplest way to grow your business if you just stick at it. Third of all, once you get your first hit or your first outlier, triple down on it. If you have a winning title and thumbnail, just slightly modify it and rip it again and again and again. Slightly modify the angle of the video and rip it again and again and again and again. I have gone on a series of like 8 straight videos on my main channel for the same offer that are effectively the exact same video, title and thumbnail, just slightly modified. And each one keeps making our business money. And then fourth of all, once you start actually making a little bit of money or converting calls, just start using a basic UTM link tracking system so you can track actual revenue converted per video, because you might have a video that gets less views but actually makes you more than one that gets you more views, and that's going to give you more information about how to properly double down on the style that actually works for you. We have a really awesome software tool that we've partnered with for all of our clients on this. So if you work with us, we'll get that handled for you. But guys, I hope you found this video extremely valuable. Of course, if you just want me to come in and do this for your business, feel free to book a call beneath this video to chat with me one-on-one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more free value. And yeah, I'll see you next time.